Oh, he had a couple of games that way, but that was normally the TV end where they already had a crew there. So when we got to travel with him, it was mainly if it was New Orleans, Atlanta, North Carolina at the Jimmy V tournament, Final Four in Houston, stuff
Mostly
like that.
College basketball.
Yeah, but if it was they were going to have to really fly us, there was usually a crew somewhere they had, we'll use our team that's already in there.
I got you.
But I would have liked to. Yeah. Big time.
No,
Big time.
It's fantastic up there.
That's why I enjoyed your picture so much. Like I said, it was like, wow, Washington, when you went to Washington University. Yeah. That was pretty damn
That's
cool.
the first time I'd ever done that on all the trips that I've gone up there.
Really?
And apparently there's a Don James statue, and I didn't see it. I was so mad. I got back to the thing, and somebody said, hey, did you go check out? I was like, no.
What? How did you not
see that?
Yeah.
At the University of Washington?
Yeah, like outside the I guess it must have been on the other side of the there's like the one, I didn't go to that side of it, but that lake, how it sits right behind the stadium, because you see that on TV all the time.
Yeah.
You know, they'll always do that shot whenever you're watching the game from up there.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice looking area up around where the campus is. You can see why they pull some kids to go there.
Yeah.
Because his recruiting classes have been pretty decent. Yeah. If you're especially because they get a lot of California kids.
I can see that.
You can see
still close to home, and
and it's far enough away from the downtown area of Seattle where the traffic isn't as bad.
Oh, really?
But you can still hop on the light rail and
be
get
there
into town pretty easily. Yeah.
Speaking of,
oh my God, this is still happening.
All right, hold on. Rogers,
what are you? What is?
What we're seeing here?
I don't have eyes in the back of my head.
Rogers refuses to acknowledge this.
Yeah, I just.
So the game knocker ball, which I think people are kind of familiar with, big plastic.
And we were just talking about Drew Brees throwing the
the ball in between them. Big plastic shells. Is it plastic shell? Is that what it is? I don't know. Inflatable.
There you
bubbles,
go. Inflatable bubbles. I like that.
That people they play soccer and they run into mudbugs. Yeah, they have mudbugs games. The Danger Boys, Dumb and Dumber, are outside in those right now.
Yes.
Tim is filming them on his phone. I'm getting a lot of milk jousting vibes right here.
I am too.
Yeah, as they aren't really sure what to do. I guess they're going to run into each other and collide. I can't really see them when they get out of the window shot here, so I don't know what
This is not going to go good for one of them.
No.
I don't know where they got the.
Yeah, where'd they get the knocker balls from?
A, I love it.
Yeah.
But B, you probably paid for it.
I never thought of it that way. Oh my!
Was it a good collision?
Oh boy! Oh boy!
My biggest fear.
Little one pretty big. Oh boy! Oh, big one.
Big boy's down.
My biggest.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Rogers, my biggest fear of those things, if I ever put one on, is planning wrong and just my knee just tears itself apart.
And then you're stuck in that bubble.
Right.
You've got to cut you out of the bubble.
Can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Seth went low on Pierce and took him down. And they're still getting after it pretty good. And
this might be the best thing they've ever done.
Oh boy!
Oh boy! See,
fired out of a cannon. Holy cow!
The German's at a disadvantage here.
He just sent Slaughter at least.
He sent him back to Germany, buddy.
Oh boy!
Like.
Is getting.
Pierce is a friggin' Division II guard.
Yeah, and this
out
guy's
there.
yeah.
The guy in the parking lot just walked past him like, what in the hell?
Is there somebody out there?
Oh yeah. And now Pierce is laying on him. Oh!
I need that guy's reaction.
This is just getting unbearable. This is getting ugly.
They have to get these off of each other to get back in the car. After, I'm not helping.
As soon as Mueller-Slaughter's up, here goes Pierce was trying to knock him out. Mueller-Slaughter's now running away.
Yeah, I don't think the German wants any part of this. This reminds me of the last Tyson Fury fight, actually, where the German just getting pummeled and after get to the second round, he's like, I don't want any more of this.
They're getting tired. Pierce is just standing there. He finally goes down. Oh, my gosh. Pierce finally goes down.
Okay, they're out of breath. They're out of breath.
Oh, they have to be.
He's out.
Be good in the
Earn it, Mueller-Slaughter. Earn it.
That was by far
Bellenschlager.
The best Danger Boy thing we've had yet.
Now do the street.
Go out in the street and do it.
Mueller-Slaughter is back for more. He decided to.
Okay.
Oh, he's going in with a hammer off the top rope. My God, that's Mueller-Slaughter's music.
Okay. A little redemption story.
That was a little redemption story.
Okay, now it looks like the mud wrestling scene from Stripes. We're in trouble.
Pierce is out of his thing.
I can kind of see it through Tim's phone now. So
I think they're really mad at each other.
they could be, right? Look,
you know how things like
the
this
German
turn?
looks pissed for real. Look at him.
The German looks pissed.
Seriously, like he got out of that thing and kind of had to walk away, and now they're throwing them at each other.
Well, there we go.
Oh no, look, that's the look of this went on too long right there. That's easily the best thing they've ever done. The bar was exceptionally low, but I got to give it up to him. That was all right, and that's what the NFL is actually going to look like in a decade. By the way, there's people running at each other with the bubble suits on. Absolutely,
yes,
prolong his career.
That's right. How interesting that they came out with the knocker balls today on a day when Drew's kind of done the knocker ball stuff. And his top receiver's been signed. Good job there, boys.
Well done.
All right. Enjoyed that.
So we've figured out that the best thing that they can do for this radio program is to pummel one another.
Good job. Good job. All right.
All right. Now one get behind the wheel and the other one get the bubble suit on and run at the car.
Ooh, play chicken with them.
Yes. See how dangerous they are.
That's it. You want to see danger. Once again, we're watching Animal Kingdom, and we're like, those are danger boys. Those guys are knocking off liquor stores. That's what you call danger.
Sure.
All right. Well, that was actually, for me at least, entertaining.
Yeah, I'm with that.
By far the best thing they've done.
Yes.
The bar was low.
Yeah.
They have not exactly raised the consciousness of great radio
Right.
very often, if at all. But today they did. They did a good job.
I think they can put that one in the win column.
That's a win. That's one of those where
the only one they have.
All right, so I don't feel bad about paying these guys sometimes.
Wait, what?
Well,
right?
There's a little extra money in it.
I don't mind tearing the knee up now.
trust me, what they get paid and what you get paid are quite different.
They get paid in love.
They do. Pierce gets paid in hugs.
Food, yeah.
Yeah, he gets paid in hugs, gas money, and he gets to eat.
Ooh, wow.
Well, and he and I, son. Ooh. It is time for a little SEC update.
This SEC update is brought to you by Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall Street in Shreveport. They're open hump day to holy day.
So, you know how it seems like every time a kid commits to Alabama or gets recruited by Alabama, his star ranking goes up?
Sure.
Well, if you can believe it, there are some players that Alabama has commits from that are falling.
Okay.
4-star safety Malachi Moore. Nick Saban wants you, Malachi. He's actually fallen 36 spots in the 24/7 composite ranking since April. He's down from 95th to the 131st best top prospect. 4-star defensive lineman Jason Jones. He's no longer in the top 100. He was number 38. Now he's 135. Had an ACL injury. 4-star linebacker Jackson Bratton has fallen from 113th to 178th. Javier Morton has gone from 94th to 219th. Jean-Marine Latham has dropped 43 spots. Caden Clark has fallen 133 spots. Nick Saban is losing his touch. Kids that he recruits are losing their luster. Alabama's going down.
This SEC update was brought to you by Red River Brewing. They're open from hump day to holy day. Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall Street.
We can think that. I mean, that's okay to hope that. Not for those kids. I don't like them to be, downgraded. How would you feel if you were being publicly downgraded on a daily basis? What's my worth today? I was worth 38th. Now I'm worth 212. I'm the worst. That's horrible. Fixing a star rating to these young boys. It's just kind of, it's horrible. But I will give the Danger Boys 4-star prospects for their performance today.
Pierce might have been all right. Peter decided to do the football thing in high school. Big boy.
He is a big boy, and that's I'll tell you later. Has nothing to do with Pierce. I'll give it to him, man. That poor kid. Got a whole lot better than I ever did.
He's beating up his friend for food. So.
Yes. Yeah. He's working for food.
Sure.
Bayou Beltway's trash text
The
line.
future from the running man has come true.
489-7453. 318-489-7453. What do we have there, Adam?
We've got a few things here. Sweet Lincoln's Mullet. Speaking of wrestling, if you go to YouTube and search Jim Cornette, Jim Duggan, there is a recent interview of them talking nothing but Mid-South Wrestling, Shreveport, wrestling at Irish McNeil's Boys Club and Municipal Auditorium. Also stories about life on the road, bar fights, etc. Duggan seems like a really genuine guy and a must-listen no matter if you like wrestling or not. I can completely back up that Hacksaw Jim Duggan is an awesome guy. He was at
He was here last year, right?
2 years ago, and he was awesome. Really personable guy. 318, but now what are the Saints going to have to give up to pay him for that much?
Nothing.
As far as re-signing another player, I think is what he
Nobody. They've already got just about everybody re-signed that they need to have re-signed.
And they just cut Cam Meredith, so there's some salary
there's $2 million
that
right there.
Toward that.
That's what I said.
I think he's meaning like Camaro when that comes up and Ramczyk when that comes up. You know, that kind
They'll be fine.
They'll worry about it then.
I think Lattimore's the guy that probably
is the odd man
They'll
out.
be the odd man out. Or they're going to do the cut Chris Banjo 1 year, cut P-Rob 1 year, P.J. Williams.
They're not going to be in the same spot as the Cowboys are in right now, where your three big skillies are all wanting their money.
My heart went a flutter when G-Money, Gillen, came on the other day and said that the rookie out of Florida is playing so well at safety. I'm like, ooh, dude, that's a 5-year commitment right there at a rookie salary.
Right,
Let's get rid of a couple of those $4.5 million deals and let this guy be the starting safety for a couple of years. And that's where you get Lattimore's money. That's the
Seahawks thing. That's why they trade back, get those guys late rounds, less money, more years that are productive. And I get it.
Do a good enough job scouting, which Jeff Ireland has done a really good job scouting, and along with everybody else in the organization.
Loomis now focused solely on football.
But it seems like that the scouting got so much better with Ireland joining the fold.
Absolutely.
They do such a good job of identifying the guys that are not – it's easy to pick, hey, Devin White's going to be a great football player. We all know that. But being able to find the fourth-round guy that's going to be a great player and stick around for a while, that's tough to do.
Ramczyk with the last pick in the first round.
Ooh, that's a stretch.
Remember how mad people were?
Oh, my gosh.
People were so mad.
Yep.
Draco, after a certain number of years, do you draw a retirement from the NFL? And if you do, does it start when you retire or when you get like 60? 3 years and 3 games locks you into your pension. And it's not 60, it's 50-something. I don't know if it's 50 or 50.
Jacob's got an NFL retirement coming.
Yes. That he's very happy about.
Yes. And I'm very happy for it.
Mm-hmm.
And no one deserves his, Mo's going to have it.
Yep.
So we've got Josh has it, right? He's in the league.
I don't know that he, I don't know. I don't think he was. I'd have to go back.
Jonathan Wade?
Maybe.
Keontae does.
Yeah. Oh, Keontae for sure. Yeah.
Does Bradshaw, was he in there 3 years?
I think so.
He was there at least 4.
Yeah, at least 4. At least 4.
He was there at least 4.
At least 4. You can't win the Super Bowl without being in the league, right?
Draco also says Odell ain't top 3. I would take Jarvis over Odell any day. Hopkins, Julio, and Thomas. Did he mean to say Jones or Julio instead of Jarvis?
No, I think he's saying that Jarvis is better than Odell.
Oh, Jarvis Landry. Okay,
right.
yeah. So he's not even
on the own team.
Right.
Gotcha.
And in some ways, maybe so.
Yeah.
I think Jarvis has got much better breakaway speed and is tougher to bring down in the open field.
Landry and Beckham, I think,
case.
complement each other quite well. I think it's good they're on the same team again. 318, huge Saints homer, but Thomas is 4th at best. Hopkins, Jones, and A.B. still ahead of him. I can't put A.B. up there just because you don't know from 1 week to the next what's going on in his head.
Right.
I'm with you. Plus, he's in the situation he's in now with that franchise as compared to the very stable one in Pittsburgh. I don't know. He's very talented.
He's great. He's a great talent.
Absolutely.
top 5 talent in the league by no problem.
And I think you may see after what Juju does this year in Pittsburgh.
May have something to do with the quarterback.
Might be a friendly deal out there. Yeah. Suey Boy says that Cooper is just 24. I think we said 26.
Oh, I did.
Okay. Johnny C. Jerry Jones is texting Gail Benson saying, "What the hell? I've got a receiver that needs a new contract, and you just screwed my negotiations."
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, well.
Go Broncos, Glenn Stewart. Congratulations to our new Dixie World Series 8-and-under champions, the Shreveport Nationals. Team Louisiana defeated Tennessee 10-8. Hashtag dominate. He also says, by the way, the new Ruston Sports Complex is really extremely nice.
I bet it is.
Go ahead.
Speaking of extremely nice, how about this? Young fellow on his way to football practice this morning. We had Eric Reed on 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Might have been a month ago after he committed.
Right.
And so we want to try to do this with as many of the young fellows around here that are making their commitments known to college football programs around. And it's time to shine the light. This kid's been, he's a traveling man. Good gosh. Have bat, glove, will travel. Joining us now on the Mudbugs Hockey Hotline, Evangel quarterback, Evangel baseball player, future Arizona State Sun Devil. It's Blake Chapin. Hey, Blake, how you doing, son?
I'm doing good. How about you?
We're doing A-OK. Are you in Shreveport right now? Or are you in Chicago, Los Angeles, Arizona, Georgia? Where are you?
I'm in Shreveport right now.
All right. So football workouts going on with Evangel.
Yes, sir. I'm actually on my way to workouts right now.
All right. Well, Blake, first of all, congratulations on the commitment to Arizona State. And I guess that's kind of where I want to start. When did the your recruitment, because it seems like that baseball was kind of on the forefront for everything as far as your recruitment process.
Yeah.
When did football start creeping in as a possibility of playing in college?
Right after this past football season, I started getting, some looks from, smaller D1s, like UL, Rice, and all those types. And so, and I didn't really get anything better than that until Arizona State, and they came and watched me through in the spring, and that's when they offered me.
What was it about Arizona State that seems like a perfect fit for you to be able to play both sports?
I guess the coaching staff on the football side and the baseball side. You can't really get much better than Herm Edwards being your head football coach. So that was a big thing for me. And their head baseball coach, Tracy Smith, he's really good too. And so I guess how they're going to work with me and being a dual sport player, I guess, is going to be big. And I think they're going to help me out a lot there and work with me a lot there and give me, I think they're going to give me actually a mock schedule. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I was supposed to be getting one pretty soon, so I'm actually going to ask them about that. But yeah, I think it's going to be well. I think they're going to work well with me, so that's going to be big.
Did they work in unison in the recruitment of you, Blake?
Yeah, they did. So first day I did football stuff, and the next day I did baseball stuff. And actually, when I went to go do my baseball stuff, Coach Rob Likens went over with me and did all my baseball stuff with me. And Trey Anderson, and actually Mike Bercovici, he played quarterback at ASU I think 4 years ago or something like that, 3 or 4 years ago. He actually played with the Chargers, I know, and the Cardinals and some other NFL teams. He was actually with me the whole time I was there too. So yeah, they were with me on the baseball side too.
Oh. When you said Rob Likens, I was like, wait a minute. He used to be over Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, he used to be at Tech. I think he's the one who recruited Trent Taylor.
I think you are correct because he was there with Sonny and actually was the interim head coach, I think, for the game or so after Sonny left for California. And then didn't he go to California?
Yep, he went to Cal.
All right.
And coached Jared Goff.
Oh, well, there you go. That's not a bad little pedigree to start following there. Do whatever he says to do, Blake. That's what I would advise you to do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for
What was it like to sit across from Herm Edwards? I'm curious how that conversation went.
It was good. Coach Herm Edwards, he's pretty cool. Like he's a different guy, but he's enthusiastic. Like he loves what he does, and you can tell. And he's like a great coach. So I mean, it was fun. Like I was just sitting there like, this is actually like Herm Edwards I'm talking to right now. Like it could be my coach. Like I'm like that's kind of cool. But it was good. Like he's kind of crazy. Like but it was fun.
Did he have any phrases that you're like, wait a minute, I've heard him say that on TV?
Yeah. So like I didn't even really like. I haven't like. I'm not. I don't know. I don't like. Someone asked me this, and it was something about like win the game. I don't know what is it.
Play to win the game.
Play to win the game. Yeah. I never even really like. I don't know. So yeah, but yeah,
that's pretty stinking cool. So when did you make your mind up? Was it on the spot? Was your family around you, or did you have to go back and think about it for a little while?
So I took my official visit. So the weekend before, or the week before, I actually went to Ole Miss for a camp because they wanted me to go up there, and they offered me there. And then the next week was like my official to Arizona State. And so I took my official visit to Arizona State, and like when I went down there, it was pretty awesome. Like they set up everything. Like it was really awesome, and I went down there and I went in my room and I was like, wow, like this is going to be hard to pass up. And I went through all the whole visit and everything, and I was like this is probably going to be the place for me. But I didn't make my decision until like 2 weeks later because I wanted to go home. I didn't want to get caught up in the moment, and I wanted to go home with my family and talk about it and just see what the right choice was at the time. And so it still was Arizona State, and so that's when I chose them.
Is there a chance that someone else could kind of slide in and put on the recruiting sale hard enough to where it could change your mind?
No, I don't think so.
You're pretty firm, huh?
Yeah, Arizona State is where I'm going. So.
Well, there's also the idea that let's not forget that you've got a little extra stuff going on with baseball with the Under Armour All-American game, 2 weeks ago up at Wrigley. How was that experience?
It was awesome. That was a huge experience for the baseball side. It was awesome. The UA game, like I played in front of a pretty good, like it was a pretty good crowd. Like I mean, pretty good bit of people showed up. It was my first time being televised, and it was on MLB Network. Like it was a different stage. Like it stepped up for sure. So. It was a huge experience, though. Like it was really awesome. All the gear we got. I mean, you meet a lot of kids from around the country, and it was fun.
So, what's going on? Is it next weekend or this weekend out in California?
It's this upcoming weekend, but it's all through next week. It's called Area Code Games. It's in California in Long Beach. And
from what I understand, there are going to be a ton of scouts out there. You're used to performing in front of scouts. Does that add pressure, or does that add a little bit more excitement, or a little combination of?
I mean, I guess you could say you're going to get butterflies when you see 50 guys in the stands with clipboards, but I mean, at the same time, it doesn't really bother me because I've been doing it for 4 years now. Like I've started when I was a freshman, so it really doesn't bother me anymore. So you just go out and play and have fun and just realize you're in California playing baseball. So.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
Sure.
They're playing
not at
football
all.
and baseball in Arizona in college and playing baseball in California as a soon-to-be high school senior. Those don't suck.
Yeah.
Not
at all.
No, that's bad. Now, Blake, let's just say, for instance, that, man, you're blowing up in the baseball scene. They've got you from the Under Armour game because it's not every Joe Bag of Donuts that gets invited to these type of events. You got to have some skills that Major League Scouts have certainly found appropriate to put you high on the radar. What's it going to take to keep you from going to college as far as the Major League Baseball draft next June? Or is there anything that will keep you from going to college?
I'm just focused really on going to Arizona State and just waiting for everything else to happen. I'm just focused on going to college right now. So,
as far as the focus, before any of that happens, you do have a little football season here playing for Byron Dawson and the Evangel Eagles. Tell us a little bit about this Evangel squad. What's going to be the strength of this Evangel team in 2019?
I think just coming together as a team and playing as a team. We put in a whole bunch of work like this summer. We lost a lot of guys defensively, and we lost some guys offensively. But every year we seem to we fill those gaps pretty easily. So I think we all trust in Coach Dawson. So we feel like whatever he puts in place for us to do, we can do it. So it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go out there, and we'll probably be the underdog like we are a lot of the time and go win again. So that's what we're going to do.
And it seems like there's been a little new life injected in there. Not that Evangel needed a rejuvenation, but what's the experience been like with Connor Champion, your new offensive coordinator out there on Broad Acres Road?
It's been great. He came in at the beginning of the summer. It's just good having a young mind like that. I think he turns 22 coming up this week or something like that. So he's really young, and he was at Arizona State, so he has a pretty good bit of experience with that. And so I think him bringing that mindset over here and helping me out, working with me and working with our whole offense is going to be big for us this season. And having him around every day has for sure helped me a lot in playing quarterback.
Where do you think you've improved the most? Blake Shapen joining us, Evangel Christian Academy, soon to be senior quarterback, Arizona State commit for both football and baseball. What have you done better, you think, as a quarterback, or what are you expecting to do better this season at quarterback for Evangel?
I guess use my feet more. I want to run a little bit more this year than what I did last year. I think I'll use my feet more. My feet have gotten a lot better, so I think I'm going to use my feet more and run a little bit more. And I think just with reading defenses and stuff like that and the new stuff that we're doing, that's helped me a lot, and I'm going to be a lot better at that this year. So
I'm curious, Blake. I know you got to get to practice here in a little bit, buddy. There are a lot of guys who are good enough maybe to play football and baseball or two sports in college, but very few are able to really kind of execute that. I know that Arkansas, a school I'm pretty fond of, Connor Nolan, I'm sure you may have played in a couple of showcase things with him before, was one of the top baseball prospects in the country, certainly a top quarterback prospect, goes to Fayetteville, starts a few games for the Razorbacks in football, but after playing a year of football and a year of baseball, they said, giving up the football, going to baseball. Have you talked to guys like Connor or other players who have tried this? Josh Booty, former Evangel Eagle, who certainly knows a thing or two about playing two sports and trying to do them at a very high level. Do you talk to guys like that and get a little advice from them on how they've been able to handle it or avoiding some possible pitfalls?
Honestly, I haven't. I probably need to reach out to some people, but I haven't yet, but I'm going to probably. But I want to go in and play like both. It's hard for me to give up. I know right now I could never give up baseball or football right now. Mm-hmm. And I know in college it's going to be the same way because I played both these sports my whole life, and my goal is to succeed very highly in both of them. That's really what I want to do. I don't know why. That's just in my mindset. I don't even know if I'd be able to quit, to be honest. Even if I wasn't doing too good in one of them, I wouldn't just lay it down that quick. I'm going to keep going at it, and I know that's what I'm going to do in college too.
Where does Arizona State project you playing on the field in baseball? Where do they want to see you play?
The left side of the field, shortstop or third. I guess whatever spot's the best for me when I get down there. We'll probably figure it out when we get down there, but it's going to be third or short.
How many miles do you think you traveled this summer alone?
Oh, my gosh. I don't even know. I don't even want to answer that question because it's probably a very high mile. I don't know. It's forever and forever and forever.
Oh, and Adam Hester has a question for you here, Blake.
Yeah, Blake, I've got one. Evangel is right around that 30-year mark now of being a high school. Obviously, we know about the tradition and the teams that came before and the players that came before and all that. With Coach Byron being a big part of all that when he was there, how much are you guys reminded about what came before you, or is Byron more of a focus on you kind of a coach?
No, he lets us know what was before us a lot. Like he brings up like just I guess the type of team I guess we used to have. I mean, I don't think Evangel was known to have as many like big athletes. Like I feel like it was just more kind of a scrappier squad like back in the day. Like, I mean, did y'all see that too, I guess?
There were years where that was the case, and people kind of didn't probably realize that, yeah.
Yeah, and so he brings that up a lot because I think this year our team's not, it's not gonna be as big of a team. We just got to be scrappy and we got to play hard. And it doesn't matter the size, like it really matters the heart, like the heart in your players and the confidence they have in themselves and the team. So I feel like he's stressed that a lot this summer and telling us, like, it doesn't matter how big you are or whatever. It matters about your heart and what you're going to do and how, like, if you're a positive person, what you're going to do with that. So that's a huge thing he stressed this whole summer for us. But, yeah, he brings up the past a lot with Evangel and the history of it. I mean, a lot of people know about Evangel, and that's a fact.
Blake Chapin, Evangel quarterback, Evangel infielder, soon to be Arizona State Sun Devil, soon to be playing in front of 50, 60 Major League scouts out in California all next week. And soon we'll be starting a senior season, which can't get here fast enough for a lot of us. I know that much. Blake, appreciate your time, buddy. And seriously, congratulations on the success you've already enjoyed, and certainly hope that the best is yet to come for you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me on.
You betcha. Blake Chapin, Evangel Christian Academy quarterback, infielder, Arizona State Sun Devil.
It's right there on the. Yeah.
Do they still have the hill, or do they mow it down? I thought someone said they took down the hill.
That would be
a lot of
heck of an effort. I don't. No, it's still there.
It's got to be there, right?
They can't run on it because that's been for years. Yeah.
Why?
It's not stable. You can't. It's a major liability.
What do you mean it's not stable? It's earth.
I was there. Trust me, it ain't stable.
Like when you run it, does it start swaying like you're in an Aggie game or something? Or does the ground give way?
They tried to do some things to make it a little more sturdy, and none of them worked. And there's a reason there's a fence around it now.
I'm not following you. I thought it was like a big earthen...
It moves, trust me. Trust me when I'm telling you this.
I think we all three need to go out there. Danger boys need to go run the hill.
You can go right ahead. You can send them if you want to.
Knocker ball on the hill.
Unless they've done something to it recently. That thing, there's a reason there's a fence around it. Yeah.
I think they need to bring the hill back.
Okay.
I know what. Why don't you put a hill in at Calvary?
There might be some other things we should probably address before we...
I'll talk to Rodney about that.
Yeah. You do that.
All right. I've got a plan now.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should have a hill to run up. Won, 13 state titles, something like that, when y'all had the hill?
You realize that we used the hill for like a year.
I've seen but I had video of you guys running the hill.
Maybe two. It wasn't and a lot of those championships were won long before that was put in.
But it's the idea that you would have to possibly run that hill.
The hill was not one of our finest moments, Tim. It looks nice with the E and the cross on the top and the lights, but as far as
you're underselling the hill.
Served not any real value to us, really.
Served it to me. I put in a lot of money out there.
Shiny trinklets. Ooh.
Sent 5 kids to school out there.
What?
Huh? That's got to be tough. Oh, here's Herm Edwards trying to sell me on a program. Oh, wait, where's the Arizona State sorority houses? Oh, where's Lake Havasu? Oh, this might be the place for me. This is not a bad place for an 18-year-old young man to hang out for a few years. There are worse places.
State of Arizona is quite nice. Quite nice.
And may not play a big role in whatever he's trying to do, but they have got fantastic uniforms in all sports. Arizona State's uniforms are fantastic. Great colors.
I like the Tillman, Jake Plummer ones better,
I love the Walt Disney head, old school.
Yeah.
When the kind of the mustard yellow helmet with the maroon stripe or whatever bird.
The baseball uniforms are fantastic.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Dude. If Arizona State recruited me right now, I think I would probably commit.
Absolutely. Arizona or Arizona State. Northern Arizona. Go to the Saints camp.
Hey, my cousin's the defensive coordinator. I'll talk to Jerry Partridge over at Northern Arizona. They're the one who provided Emmanuel Butler to the Saints.
A couple of guys went JUCO and played out at one of the Evangel kid was one of them. Played out I'll go to any of them.
Keandre Woodley's in Northern Arizona right now. It all works, buddy. It all works. Kind of like at Northwestern State. It all works. Rogers, do you remember when Northwestern State was founded? 1884. Robert J. Wright gave the commencement for the first graduating class. 1884. That's over 100 years ago, I think. 1984? 16 plus 90?
Yeah, Big Brother, 1984. And then 100 years before that.
135 years, is that right? 19 and 16? Yeah, 135 years old. And here's the thing about Northwestern State. I promise you, I'm not saying this to blow sunshine up anyone's shorts. Doesn't look a day over 50 years old. Talk about absolutely holding on to its beauty. Has something to do with the Cane River, I think. The magical vapors that waft off the Cane River. It's all part of the experience. Over 11,000 students strong. Northwestern State University, make the magic happen. You got kiddos that are entering their senior year of high school? How about considering Northwestern State University a school that is certainly on the grow in all the right ways and in a beautiful, beautiful town? City of Natchitoches. 8:33 the time. Tim Fletcher Show with Rogers and Adam. We'll all be back right after this. Let Swoop Stores brighten your day. 109 East Burt Coons in Shreveport, 3818 Industrial Drive in Bossier City.
Springtime is here. That means patio weather.
Patio season at Jimmy V's Fajita Factory.
That's literally one of the best places in the area to get a group together.
Sun's up. My gums are open.
Oh.
I'm going to be chewing into some Jimmy V's. No.
Let's just talk about the margaritas and the tacos and the nachos.
Fresh from scratch flour tortillas, trash can nachos. Oh, the barbacoa tacos.
Jimmy V's Fajita Factory.
They just got a brand new ring from Bailey's today. Look at her finger. They are so happy. This is a good man and he is a hero. No. Thank you for shopping at Bailey's.
That's so sweet. Did you see that?
I did, sweetie.
Oh, another happy lady because her man went to Bailey's and got her something special.
It's the place for ladies who are special to get special gifts from fellas that know they've got a special lady.
And it's been a while since I've gotten something special from Bailey's. Just saying.
Bailey's Jewelers, East Texas in front of Pierre Bossier. Every day here on the old Tim Fletcher Show, we get hungry for biscuits with sausage, egg, and cheese.
Or bacon.
And every day, while you were in school, you had the opportunity, Adam Hester, to stop by Swoop.
If I had a free minute, I would make that stop before I went to Calvary. No brainer. Sausage or bacon. That was the only choice I had to make.
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Only two choices in your mind to goodness.
Yes.
Swoop. Burt Coons, just off I-49. The goodness of breakfast biscuits. The Bayou Bell Waste Boys are in studio with us. Clem McCullough, Russell Hall. It's got to be so fun working with people you care so much about.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a great time every day, and I tell you, it's just so fulfilling to be able to support the local economy and hire people and be able to support families. We absolutely have a blast every day, and we certainly appreciate all your support.
Bayou Bell Waste, 671-9900, BayouBellWaste.com.
You're walking around your house, and you see that big, old, rusty, loud sound
That's
making
no way to talk about our neighbor, sweetie. Oh, you're talking about air conditioning units.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got a clunky, rusty unit.
I mean, we're about to head into the hot months.
We're getting ready to get into Hades on asphalt. Shreveport parking lot hot is coming. AccuTemp is here to take care of your business.
Exactly.
861-2255.
Hey, Fletchy Fletch.
Yes, my dear.
Did you know that Gippsland Bank and Trust, they actually have exhibits for local artists?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're working with Aurora Borealis, a local art gallery.
Yeah.
And they have local artists come in and show off the good stuff.
That's one more great way for Gippsland Bank and Trust to connect with the community.
Yeah, that's what they're all about, connecting with the community.
Gippsland Bank and Trust, the great banking team. Every single Friday on our show, we have Forcum Friday spotlighting a Northwestern State University Demon athlete or coach.
Ooh, yay! I love that segment. I especially like it when y'all talk baseball because my nephew is a Demon.
That's true.
And don't forget, family tradition, my mother is a Demon.
Ooh, I think I'll just kind of let that one sit there. Forcum Friday.
What is that
Every
supposed to be?
single Friday on the Tim Fletcher Show.
Very funny.
11:30 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric.
Let Swoop Stores brighten your day. 109 East Burt Coons in Shreveport, 3818 Industrial Drive in Bossier City.
11:30 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for sports.
We are back, everybody. 11:30 The Tiger. By the way, our Facebook feed is back up again. I tried for 3.5 hours to get it working and get it fixed. Greer, the engineer, comes in and literally puts his hands on his knees, leans down and stares at my computer screen, and I clicked the button that I've been clicking that has just been whirling and doing nothing, and it popped on.
Gonna work, punk.
It really bothers me that he can look at things and make them better. I need him to look at my GBT checking account. I want him to look at that and make it grow. Oh, wait a minute. We already had that. I don't need you, Greer, the engineer.
Remember that the next time something goes wrong.
I don't need you, Greer, the engineer, for my GBT account. It's growing all right on its own. Thank you.
Greer has actual things to do, and he thinks he's being called down to the studio.
4.11% interest. GBT, the great banking team. Like Greer, the engineer, thinks he can make it better. 4.11% interest. Let your money make more money at GBT, the great banking team. Mansfield Road, Williamson Way, 3400.
He's got somebody with him.
3400 Line Avenue.
And he looks busy.
Andy's, Texas, and Bossier, next to the Bellagio.
No wonder he wants to move us down.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I no longer want to share a wall with these idiots.
2 days ago, Greer came in here after the show. Hey, have you guys thought about moving back down to your old studio? I'm like, no, that'd be great. Now we know why. He's tired of Rogers.
I don't think Rogers wants us to move because he'd have to part with the August 2016 calendar that's still in the corner with the tiger sticking his tongue out.
Well, Rogers doesn't want us to move because right now there are a lot of people in the station that don't know we exist.
Also true. And that's not.
And Rogers likes that. Absolutely. He likes to stay. Kind of likes to stay under the radar, not be the radar.
Yesterday afternoon, I saw two people down at the other end I've never seen in my life. Sitting back down there in the sales room doing some kind of work. Never seen them in my life. Hey. Hi, I'm just getting something out of the machine. Pay no attention to me. Lord. I'm not here. I'm just going to go get an apple.
They've had a couple of new hires here.
Yeah, they're young ladies, and I don't know them, and it scared me to death. I'm just getting a snack, I promise. Don't be scared of Hagrid that's with me.
You're Hagrid.
Netherton is Hagrid.
Oh, Netherton's Hagrid. I thought you were. Okay.
Yeah, we were down.
I got you.
I've got this trick with Netherton. I kind of like the Eli pulled on the rookie. Netherton's got that thing you can use at the machine, and every time I'm like, how does that work again? And he'll buy me a Coke. Oh, thanks. I'm like, how does that work again? Well, you do this, and you hold it up there, and you give it a second. Card approved. Oh, well, thanks. I need a Coke. Thanks, Eli.
If you missed the news earlier today, Michael Thomas has signed the new 5-year extension with the Saints. The holdout is over. He is going to be back in camp, I assume, very, very soon. 5 years, $100 million. He is the highest paid receiver in NFL history and the highest paid non-quarterback on offense.
Was it the most guaranteed money for a non-quarterback offensive player or something like? It was worded very officially sounding. Yeah. A lot of qualifiers in there.
A lot of qualifiers in there. Yeah. But still, it's working. So that's good news. I like this. Pro Football Focus is taking a look at the what they are expecting out of rookies this year in the NFL.
Okay.
Offensive rookies. Did you guys see what Larry Fitzgerald said about Kyler Murray?
I don't. Did we not talk or somebody? No, I don't know that you said Larry Fitzgerald. You said that people were raving about Kyler Murray. She didn't say who. Like.
Larry Fitzgerald said, "I've never seen a rookie quarterback come in like Kyler Murray. I've never seen a quarterback come in so quickly, be able to command an offense. I mean, from day one, he's out here checking different plays, sliding the line, different protections, getting us in screens when blitzes are coming. His understanding of the offense is crazy. I mean, from day one. I think that's going to give us a great advantage to play fast from the first preseason game all the way to the start of the regular season, and giving him the keys to the car and letting him go is going to be great for us. The knock on Murray coming into the NFL was that his size would be a liability when facing live defenses. Now, this is now the writer, I'm sorry. Something he doesn't face in training camp, but Larry Fitzgerald all in on Kyler Murray. Now, granted, what else is he going to say, right? I mean, he's not going to knock his rookie quarterback, but and he go that effusive.
He maybe more than anyone, he's maybe Drew Brees, maybe the equivalent of someone who represents a franchise.
So what?
Is synonymous of the franchise. So he's not going to say anything critical. Yeah, I don't think he's lying necessarily.
No, but it's interesting that the fact that it also reminded me when I saw the quote, I'm like, well, this is kind of what they're saying about Devin over in Tampa about defensively.
Yeah,
how he was able to come in and from day one. Here's the dot on the helmet. You're going to be calling the plays. You're telling Ndamukong Suh where to line up,
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Right.
And so that's a lot of faith that they're putting, but that's kind of what you expect. And also, yeah, he's going to know the offense because it's the same offense he ran in college for the most part.
But, yeah, basically.
It's not that much different. I doubt seriously if even in the terminology is that different. So, but he is one of a handful of rookies where you got to wonder, okay, what are these guys going to be doing? All right? So Pro Football Focus has gone out, and this will also kind of adjust your fantasy football drafts accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh Jacobs, Alabama,
Raiders,
Oakland Raider, projected to have 878 yards rushing, 218 carries, 49 catches, 354 receiving yards. Sound like a pretty good season.
Yeah. I don't really argue with that because I think he is going to be, not great, but he's going to be, fantasy-wise especially, like you're saying, he's not a bad late-round guy.
It's going to be interesting with the N'Keal Harry kid out of Arizona State, who's going to be one of Tom Brady's targets this year.
Right.
Who's going to get all the balls that went to Gronk? Who did they replace him with at tight end, by the way? Do you remember?
They did the...
Oh, but he's suspended for the first 4, right?
Yeah. Wasn't there another one?
Did they draft one of the
Iowa kids?
No, they didn't get the Iowa kids. They didn't get Sternberger. Did they get Irv Smith? Not Irv Smith.
They might.
Was it Irv Smith?
Crap.
Yeah. They need to make this like a 2-team league. I can remember all the people.
That would be a lot easier.
Who did they... I thought they addressed it somehow or another.
Feel like they did too, and now I just can't think of who. Might have been Irv Smith.
Andrew Beck is a kid that they got out of Texas. I think he was a free agent.
Yeah, I think so.
The other starting tight end is Ben Watson, and then they've got Lance Kendricks, Matt LaCrosse, and Steven Anderson. Who the hell are they?
They'll be in the Pro Bowl, so don't worry about it.
So it looks like Edelman, N'Keal Harry, and Philip Dorsett.
Minnesota got Irv Smith.
That's it.
Because that was the deal, was we thought they were going to trade the other guy.
Yeah. But they didn't.
Yeah, they kept them both.
Philip Dorsett they got from the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
But the Harry kid, they're projecting to have about 55 catches. I am not a fan of rookie wide receivers, typically in fantasy football. They are high on David Montgomery in the Bears.
Yeah. He's gonna get the opportunities.
Projected to have 701 yards rushing, about 170 carries, 25 catches. He's going to be something else.
Well, what did they? The thing we looked at yesterday, third best odds for rookie of the year, I think, was
right.
Montgomery.
Kyler Murray, when stacking up the film in advanced numbers with a focus on which parts will translate at the next level, Kyler Murray is the head of the 2019 draft class. While any player projection is always an exercise in playing the odds, Murray has the highest odds of succeeding at the next level despite what the NFL perceives as outlier size. However, he is the best bet in this draft class, and other quarterbacks who look the part are more outlier based on their subpar projectable production at the college level. So, his current projection, 3,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 106 carries, 533 yards, 7.5 touchdowns. So 20 touchdowns, 15 picks, 3,400 yards, and 533 yards rushing.
I just don't know.
My favorite thing is there's going to be somebody in our fantasy football draft who is going to take Kyler Murray in the second round of a fantasy football draft.
I would love to argue with you, but after what we saw last year, we know that's probably correct.
No, it's very.
Although that person is going to take that same quarterback again. So
yes,
but
who's still waiting for a contract extension,
right?
And who may be from Haughton,
right? I could see somebody, because sometimes people, their strategy seems to either be take the quarterback way too early in the fantasy draft, or I could get one way later. Let me load up on running backs and receivers. So maybe the load up on running backs, receivers guy takes a flyer because he's going to start. He's the guy. He's going to get time.
Yeah, he's going to start. Pro Football Focus guys know more about the game than I do. As far as the pro game,
Except for their mock draft.
Huh?
Except for their mock draft.
Mock draft didn't do so hot.
Horrible.
Bayou Bellway's trash text line. Blue dots to get to there. Bayou Bell, the nice guys love to talk trash. 671-9900, 671-9900. Get in touch with Two Phones Russell Hall, a.k.a. the Big Magnolia. Dude, they'd love to have your business, and they will treat you right. Clint McCullough, the top dog, Big Cheese, is going to make sure it happens. You get to meet these two guys, and you'll find out that there are just two no finer fellas around than what you'll find at Bayou Bell with Two Phones and C-Mac. Switch over, get better service, a lot better service, save money, and no tricky contract. 671-9900.
Underfager sent this about an hour ago. Yeah. Stay off 20 westbound, backed up past Industrial. So hopefully that's not the case anymore. EH, do you call your brother Jake or Jacob? Did we do this yesterday?
We did a couple days ago, yeah.
Both. Billy's nephew, Devontae Adams, will lead the league in fantasy wide receiver points. Bet.
Who?
Devontae Adams.
Will lead the league in fantasy football points? Is that what he said?
Receiver. Lead receivers.
Devontae Adams.
Yep.
No, it's not going to happen.
Is it out of the realm of possibility?
No, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Let's see.
He's got Aaron Rodgers.
Overrated.
Okay.
Overrated.
All right.
Telling you, Aaron Rodgers at this point in his career is overrated.
No, he's not.
Wouldn't take him on my team.
Of course not.
Telling you that right now.
Davante Adams was third amongst receivers last year. Third.
Not number one, was it?
By less than 5 points, he did not get the top spot.
Uh-huh. Well, his projections this year, not so hot. Not so hot. Pro Football Focus has him fourth.
And Todd Gurley is that – where's he at? And point him up.
This was last year, I think.
Oh, I saw running backs. I wasn't sure.
Now, let's see. As far as projections, I'm sorry, that was last year.
Okay.
As far as projections this year, okay, let's just see about your beloved Davante Adams.
I didn't text this in.
He is projected to be ninth.
Horrible.
Ninth in fantasy football draft projected points. You know who number one is?
Michael Thomas.
Michael can't guard Mike Thomas. Boom, slam.
Hawkins just fifth, huh?
Got still the Tyreek Hill getting the not even a slap on the wrist.
That affects that big time.
He is now number 2 in projections.
Yeah.
Julio third, Keenan Allen fourth.
People just don't ever bring him up.
Never bring him up. Never bring up Rivers. I've had Phillip Rivers as a fantasy quarterback probably somewhere in my life each of the last 5-6 years, and I have loved everything.
See, I used to be able, back in the old days, I could stash Breeze because everybody slept on Breeze those first few years, and then it became Rivers after that.
Yeah.
You could do much worse.
Antonio Brown, Keenan Allen, and DeAndre, Antonio Brown, Odell, Juju Smith-Schuster, Davante Adams, Mike Evans. Stop me when we get to a guy that sounds like they would be impossible to guard. A.J. Green. Right now, I could probably guard A.J. Green.
Maybe. Where do they have the Vikings guys?
Stephon Diggs, 12th. Adam Thielen, 14th, sandwiched around Amari Cooper.
Okay.
Combined, Diggs and Thielen are expected to produce almost 490 fantasy football points. And how many touchdowns? 14 touchdowns between them.
Would you draft them both? If you could.
That's a bye week, disaster.
It is.
But
and it's
outside of 1 week, you've got two of the top 14 receivers on your.
But if one's drawing the best corner in the league that way, then I guess you get more balls the other. I don't know.
If you draft Michael Thomas high,
yeah,
there's going to be 4 weeks where he's going to have 6 catches or less, right?
Yeah,
maybe even more than that. If you draft both Diggs and Thielen,
almost cover your bases
right.
there. Yeah,
when one of them has a 5-catch week, the other one's probably going to have a 12-catch week.
Right.
It's not the worst strategy in the world to have.
Could see them getting the tight end involved a little more this year, maybe. I don't know. That one's interesting.
The next highest Saint, by the way, as far as wide receiver projections for fantasy football stats, we're through 88 and I haven't seen anybody yet.
That Isabella at 87, is that what that said?
I like Andy Isabella. I think he's going to be fun.
He's interesting.
Yeesh. Rashard Matthews. Who the hell is he?
Rashard Matthews?
Yeah. They got Kirkwood at 158. Rashard Matthews? They got him ranked higher than...
Yep. Former Dolphin, University of Nevada, 29 years old. New Orleans Saint. Former Titan as well, it looks like. Must have played for the Titans last year because he's got that goofy blue helmet on.
Where do they have the Browns receivers? Odell 7th and Jarvis 26th. Kind of the same thing with the Vikings.
Right.
Do you risk, as long as your quarterback or running back aren't the same bye week and you got a decent 2 other guys on the roster, you could survive by doing the double dip in the receiver on a fantasy football.
Right. See, I used to always like doing the quarterback-receiver combo.
It's always kind of
would draft that quarterback. Well, I don't know. Cousins probably fantasy.
Wait a minute. Just because he's an Oklahoma guy?
Kirk Cousins?
I thought we're talking about Jarvis and Odell.
We're just talking about the Vikings guys.
But we're talking about Jarvis and Odell, 7th and 26th. Okay, I thought you meant Baker Mayfield because
I don't know that I would. I don't know that I'd draft him either. But
I would not draft Kirk Cousins. No, maybe as my second quarterback after I've looked up and I'm like, holy smokes!
I like how you said, "Wait a minute" on dummy, like he was Breeze or Aaron Rodgers or one of the. He's still got growing pains to go.
Growing pains, huh?
Yes.
Rodgers is doing the.
Where do they have him on there? Right in the middle. Exactly.
Right in the middle.
Exactly.
They have Dak projected 10th, which is, I think, better than what a lot of people would expect.
There.
Baker Mayfield will finish higher than 16th if he's healthy as far as point production.
He doesn't go to Fayetteville in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, look out! He can outrun the Texas defense, but he can't outrun a Fayetteville cop.
Obsession. So obsessed.
See, that's why the Fayetteville cops shouldn't have arrested him. If he'd have just done the horns down, they'd have been, oh, he's good. Let him go.
Mutual obsession.
That's enough. Your penalty is, you're good. You're good.
Mutual obsession.
We're going to have us a little bevo steak here before you go. Surprising, they have Patrick Mahomes as the number one projected quarterback. Huh. Well, that guy.
Jameis Winston is also the top 5.
That he is, Edward. Ahead of, number 14, Drew Brees.
Brees didn't have the great fantasy year last year, right?
No, he did not.
Because it was more handoff and get the running game and that whole deal.
As far as yardage projections this year, the quarterback who is expected to generate the most through the air is Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
44-60. Touchdowns, Mahomes, 35. Interceptions, Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, Jameis Winston, Baker Mayfield.
So why is Winston that high then?
I don't understand it.
What are the touchdown-wise, where is he?
26.
What do they think he's going to do? Rushing yard? He's not going to get out and run?
I think that's a weird one.
Yeah.
They've got him at 309
points. I think you should get rid of your subscription.
At this point, I'm more invested in this than I am the Danger Boys.
Where do the points come from?
Well,
to be ahead of Matt Ryan, who you know is going to throw for a ton of touchdowns.
Okay, so
I say that Freeman's back.
4,400 yards, so that's what, 220 points.
That's a big number.
And then 26 touchdowns. 6 times 26 is what, 160-ish? So 160 and 220 is 380. Wait a minute. Then why does he only have 309 points? How's that happen? I'm confused. I may have to get these guys on the air and kind of help us out a little bit. We got news there or something there, Ombre?
No.
Okay. Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30 The Tiger, brought to you by the wonderful people over at Chevyland, bringing you Friday Football Frenzy. The Frenzy starts the final Friday of August, powered by Chevyland. Since its inception, 2013, did we start it? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 14. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. 6th year of Friday Football Frenzy, every year, powered by Chevyland. Looking forward to it. 7 until 10:30 on News Radio 710 Keel, 101.7 FM. Join Adam, myself, and Puff, and our cavalcade of correspondents giving you all the high school football updates that you could ever possibly want, and the coach's reaction afterward. It is absolutely a blast on Friday nights, 7 until 10:30. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Chevyland, we care about you. 7500 Uri Drive,
in Shreveport. We're back after this. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First choice personnel. Make first choice personnel your last call. 797-7810.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors, and we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, sports, and celebrations. Walk-Ons. It's game day with the taste of Louisiana.
At Westin Hotels and Resorts, our entire reason for being is your well-being, which is why our wellness offerings are curated with one thing in mind: you. An Eat Well menu crafted with fresh ingredients, an on-demand fitness gear lending program that allows you to pack light and stay fit, and our heavenly bed that helps you conquer the day by giving you a restful night. All of it just for you, so you can rise. Explore at Westin.com, a member of Marriott Bonvoy.
So you think you have unlimited data?
Recalculating.
Think again. If you have unlimited data on a network you can't trust, your data is limited, and so are you. Set your smartphone free with the new unlimited plans from Total Wireless. Get 4 lines with unlimited data on the nation's best 4G LTE network with 100 gigabytes at high speed, then 2G for just $25 a month per line.
You have arrived at your destination.
Get the new unlimited plans. Total Wireless, total confidence. Available at Walmart. See terms and conditions at TotalWireless.com.
At Indeed, we believe a resume is a great way to see an overview of a candidate. But you're not hiring a resume, you're hiring a person. That's why Indeed offers tools that help bridge the gap between a candidate and the resume. Like skill tests, which let you actually see a candidate's abilities in action to make sure they're a good fit for the job. See beyond the resume with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Best friends are like...
It's Super Saturday!
At JCPenney?
Yes!
Oh, okay, I'm grabbing my keys and my good yoga pants.
Ooh.
For 72 hours only, this Friday through Sunday, shop the Super Saturday sale. Select Arizona jeans and joggers for kids, juniors, or guys are buy one, get one free. And so's our entire stock of towels. Plus, get an extra 10 off $25 purchase with your coupon, waiting in the app wallet. JCPenney. Offers valid 8/2/84. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Don't put your life on the line when you dig. Do what the pros do. Respect the marks. Dig with care. And before you dig, call 811. Louisiana One Call.
It is hot as blue blazes, and no one has got more sizzling opportunities than First Choice Personnel. Nicole joins us. Hey, Nicole, what's happening?
Hey, Tim. We're looking for production, manufacturing, forklift positions right now. We're always looking for someone looking for a job in the warehouse. Anyone right now looking for a job. We have lots of openings.
Lots of openings. Think about that. A warehouse is big. They need people to fill that warehouse. First Choice Personnel, 797-7810.
1130 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric.
The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810.
KWKH Shreveport Bossier City. If it's LSU sports, it's on 1130 The Tiger.
I can't get enough still photos from the Reds Pirates brawl. This is awesome. And this is fantastic. It's almost as good as the little kids running the wrong ways through the different sign on the field. I mean, I'm ready to go Zapruder like on the Reds Pirates brawl.
It's on 30 for 30.
Because who's this guy? He looks like he is in. This is not the position you want to be in a brawl.
No, especially with metal cleats in the vicinity.
Right. The intensity.
Yes.
Of two teams battling it out. You guys, your little American League West and American League Central, This is National League Central baseball right here.
What?
It just means more.
Yeah.
It just
I believe those are the two teams on the bottom of the division, so what else they got going on?
It just means more. This is how much these teams have to hate the Cubs. Drives them crazy. No one makes me bleed my own blood. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh trying to fight their way up there to where the Cubs are in second place. Thanks a lot. Good gosh, please don't let the Cardinals get Seth Lugo. Please don't let the Cardinals get Seth Lugo. Please don't let the Cardinals get Seth Lugo.
You know it's coming.
Oh, it's going to happen, isn't it? I mean, it literally is going to happen. Devin White goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Roger's still having a hard time with that one.
Yeah, I think we both are. Because we're looking at the draft projections. He's going to go fifth. He's going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, as dumb as they are, they're not that dumb. They're dumb enough to they're dumb enough to still employ Jameis Winston as their starting quarterback, but they're not that dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Bayou Bellway's trash text line. Someone took umbrage with our lack of knowledge about Rashard Matthews, huh?
Yeah. God, y'all need to watch more football if you don't know Rashard Matthews.
He was a stud last year in the NFL, huh?
5 catches.
5 what? 5 catches?
He had a couple of nice years before that with Tennessee, but sorry.
So you're saying it's kind of easy to forget that Rashard Matthews was a member of the NFL?
Do you understand how many guys are just like him in the NFL and how it just
every roster's got 4 of him?
It just starts to run together after a while. But I'll try to get better about my former Titans, I guess.
He had 2 catches with the Jets, 3 catches with the Titans, 24 total yards receiving last year.
I'll give it to him. He had a couple of nice years before that. But basically what the Saints have done is gone and signed Cam Meredith with a different name.
Yes, that's exactly right. Except he's smaller.
Yeah.
He's not as big. He's like 4 inches shorter.
Couple of nice years.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And he has both knees.
That helps.
Bayou Bellway's trash text line, 489-7453, 489-7453.
Cupcake a little earlier chimed in.
My.
Great to be able to have a car with good signal strength to listen to the home of the legends, AM 1130.
Way to go, Cupcake.
Could have fixed that. I don't think it was a car thing. He wants to know where I see the Rams and Seahawks finishing in the West. Near the top. I think San Francisco is going to be all right. Cardinals are not going to be in that mix. So,
San Francisco, it's basically Garoppolo plays.
Yeah.
Garoppolo doesn't.
You got Kittle.
There was somebody else that has been.
USA Today is high on the Niners. They're 10-6, win the division.
It is USA Today. Not
right.
Exactly the.
That was their computer projections, good sir. Those aren't wrong.
I don't know if this is good or not, but the Athletic Niners page, John Middlecoff, in prime position to make waiver claims, the 49ers front office will be busy this preseason. That's probably not great news. Check the waiver wire, boys. We need some backups. Check the waiver wire. Hello? Anybody get cut today that's better than the guys we already have here?
Do you agree with the Rams kind of falling back a little bit like some people do?
So.
Gurley with the injury.
Cooper Kupp coming back helps if he's healthy.
He's okay. Yeah.
They are, they lose a couple of guys on the defensive line, but they still have the defensive lineman.
Right.
I think that Sean McVay's work ethic is pretty, recognizable and is, kind of legendary. The guy has got the incredible steel trap mind and stuff. He knows that people are on to what they did last year.
Yeah.
it will be very interesting what he can do to tinker. What was it that EH said? Trinklets. The trinklets that he might. The trinklets that he can add to this offense. Streaks. And it's like Ronnie Munn doing sports talk radio.
The limo one was on Scientology the other day where he got the bad limo or whatever.
Yes. Oh, awesome.
Yes. Anyway.
What happened?
Oh, okay. Cops are
Look like.
that thing. All right.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that thing's huge.
And the devil's leaving.
Oh.
The devil's leaving.
Diablo.
If all things go right for the Niners, they can maybe have a say in this.
Garoppolo stays healthy. To me, it's got to be the thing.
I don't like the Seahawks first round pick left practice carted off yesterday.
Was he carted off because he was tired of walking? Maybe they gave him a break.
High ankle sprain, which is always good for a edge rusher to have. Or anybody.
If the Broncos have a high ankle sprain, it means a whole different thing. Hello.
Does in Seattle too.
That's
but I kind of like the Seahawks this year. It's
under the radar.
Yeah, and I think that's why that I like it, because
a lot of old head cases, legends,
Baldwin
set in their ways.
Retired, that's Metcalf with Lockett.
It's Russell Wilson's team.
Stable of running backs.
Got a decent one in Carson.
Yeah, and the offensive line has really come a long way. And then they just paid.
Rashard Matthews.
Yes, Rashard Matthews. Wagner just got his money.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas, while he was definitely a top player, that was starting to become a bad deal with the behind-the-scenes stuff with him and the contract and flipping the sideline off when he got hurt and all that good stuff. So they got some of those guys out of there. It's more of, like I said, it's Russell's team as opposed to some of those defensive personalities like the last few years. So I don't know.
Outside of Lockett and Metcalf, what do they have receiver-wise?
Not many names you're probably going to be familiar with.
David Moore out of East Central Oklahoma.
ECO, baby. Come on, Echo.
Echo. I believe he does have lips like sugar.
The tight end's back, or should be.
The Vanette.
The one that got hurt. Disley. The one who really started playing well and then got hurt.
They got both of them back.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, it's going to be Russell.
But how many years were they good, and that's exactly what they had? Doug Baldwin and a bunch of them guys.
That's true. Yeah. And, Wilson, if you ask me, quick, name a quarterback that reminds you of Drew Brees. I think Russell Wilson would be the closest one, just because I think he makes players better. He throws guys into open spots.
Obviously, he runs a little more, but the size is the same.
Size is the same. Leadership.
Mechanics kind of look the same sometimes.
Mechanics look the same. I think that the leadership is there.
Mm-hmm.
I think
he's not going to cause you problems.
Not going to be a problem. Yeah. I think he's an asset for the community, the franchise. He reminds me, he has a Drew Brees-esque quality about him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're going to find out with the Seahawks this year. Does he have Drew's ability to turn, well, God, what are we ever going to do without Marcus Colston? Well, what are we ever going to do without Jimmy Graham? What are the Saints going to do to replace Lance Moore? Well, they keep throwing guys in there, and he keeps making them millionaires. 100 millionaires. How to be a millionaire. That's right. ABC, long ago, who knew, Rogers, they were singing about Drew Brees? Tell me, how to be 100 millionaire. Well, play wide receiver for the Saints. That helps. Bayou Bellway's trash text line, Adam?
Draco, Kyler will get killed. Tell old boy I'll take his bet on Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And the Danger Boys need to be cleaning mud tanks on a drilling rig.
We're going to give Draco the Danger Boys at least one day.
Yes.
So he can put them through the paces.
You ever watch those movies where like younger guys sent to jail, and he's like first gets in there and he's like weeping and looking around. That's the Danger Boys on a drilling rig. Like, I don't want to go home. What is this? Yeah.
Fat boy Manos!
I don't want to be here. I want to be home.
I think that if Pierce and Seth showed up at a rig site, first thing they do is like, cell service is horrible here. I cannot even play Overwatch on my phone. This is horrible.
Can someone help me with this?
What time's lunch?
Yeah, we can help you.
When's nap time? Where's the bathroom? That's a good 30 minutes I can kill right there.
318. We had said this earlier, I think, but yeah, Coward predicted Saints won't even make the playoffs this year. Yeah. USA Today is computer thing. Mm-hmm. I guess whatever.
It's called the internet, Adam.
That's not it at all. Their computer simulation.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, while we're talking about computers and technology, people from Arkansas should not be in that conversation. So just sit over there, please, and be quiet. They do have the Saints getting in, but as a 6 and losing to the Eagles in the wild card round.
Nah.
They also have 3 versus 5 in the NFC Championship game. So, yeah. And the Vikings as the 1 seed in the NFC.
Ooh. Boy, I don't like that pick.
I don't know who. Now, maybe they are using Arkansas computer for these because they've got the Jags getting in.
What?
As the 6. They've got the Chiefs as the 5 because they
Foles brings a dynamic where you've got to respect the quarterback position.
They still have talent on defense. Fournette's not. You can't trust him, though, can you?
No.
Now, they've got 1 versus 3 in the AFC title game, which is makes more sense. But they've got the Bolts as the 1 seed and winning the Super Bowl over the Eagles.
The Chargers.
Yep.
Winning the Super Bowl over Philadelphia. Well, here's what I do hope for the Vikings. I hope they're 1-0 because they play the Falcons in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, here's the Vikings schedule. Where do they have their win total at?
Minnesota?
Yeah.
No,
12 wins at least, huh?
12-4.
Home against Atlanta. Okay, that'll be a win at home.
Probably.
Go to Green Bay. Let's say it's a loss.
They'll be the underdog.
Oakland at home.
Win.
At Chicago.
Loss.
At New York.
Win.
Home versus Philly.
I'll give them the edge at home.
At Detroit.
Yeah.
Home versus Washington.
6-2.
Kansas City on the road.
6-3.
Dallas on the road.
6-4.
Okay. Home versus Denver.
7-4.
At Seattle.
Nobody goes there and wins.
In December. Early December.
There's 5.
Home versus Detroit.
Win.
At the Chargers.
They're not going to lose every road game, so, is there one in there that...
Yeah, we gave them a win at Detroit earlier and at the Giants.
And at the Giants, okay.
Yeah.
They won't win. They'll probably lose the Chargers game.
Okay, so that's 6. Home versus Green Bay.
Yeah. I'll give them that one.
Season ender, home versus Chicago.
They're much more likely to be 10-6 than 12-4, in my opinion.
That's giving them easy road wins and losses, sweeping at home, losing at Kansas City, at Dallas, at Seattle, at the Chargers, and at Chicago, and at Green Bay. Road wins in New York, Detroit. That's not I don't know. You got to remember this is Kirk Cousins quarterback too.
Let's also go back because this isn't even a computer projection.
Oh, boy.
This dude went and just picked every game.
Okay.
Who is this guy? I thought it was something completely different. This guy just went and picked every game. And that's what he came up with?
He's an idiot. That's a moron.
Nate Davis.
That's a moron.
Nate Davis of USA Today.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds like a moron's name. If I could think of a moron, Nate.
I gave this guy way too much credit.
You did. You called him a computer.
He's just picking. He just literally went and picked, like me in the old athlon. Like,
right.
Loss.
Yes.
Win, loss. I think I gave wins for 2 teams in that game. How does he? Okay, so
that's hard to justify.
But then, so if he's the one making the selections and not a computer, he picked a 3 versus a 5 in a conference title game. That just doesn't happen ever. It's a 1 versus 2 or a 1 versus 3. Every now and again, the wild card makes a run, but very rare. 3 versus a 5. No 2s, because he had a 1-3 and a 3-5.
Huh. Very interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Here's a little interesting note from Dan Graziano of ESPN talking about Michael Thomas and his new contract.
Mm-hmm.
This is so interesting to me. Thomas is the latest example of a guy who was probably upset that he didn't get picked in the first round, but today finds himself wealthier for it.
Right.
Had he gone in the first, the Saints would have held a $10.16 million option for next season. Since he went in the second round, he just got a new contract with $61 million in guarantees.
Yeah.
First round pick, Saints would have had him under contract next year for $10 million. But by getting him in the second round, he got less for these last few years, but it ended his rookie deal to where they were able to come in and. So let that be a lesson to you, kids.
Right.
It's like Dak. You know, if he were a first-round pick, he'd still be playing on another rookie contract for a year.
Right.
But that ain't the case. There are so many things that are just pointing to Zeke not getting the money. You know?
Jerry Jones saying they don't need a Russia champion.
Yeah, that's not a.
To look at.
That's part of the deal.
We don't need our drink stirred.
Even if we know what he's doing by saying that, it still doesn't sound good.
No,
I know, we're good without you.
Yeah, angry.
We don't need you. Will Alfred Morris in here.
Get off my team.
Yeah, Will Alfred Morris.
I'm retired. Steven Jackson available?
I just retired.
Woo! Yeah. 320-1130, 320-1130. Tim Fletcher Show. That's the Mudbugs Hockey Hotline. Mudbugs getting ready for the lid lifter here in a couple of months. Training camp next month. Wow. Good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, Daiquiri Express, they got some good stuff. Holy moly. Now they're a big part of GeekCon as well. The Yondu, I'm hoping that they come out with a Yondu for the weekend of August 16th, 17th, and 18th. Daiquiri Express, they understand. We're all nerds at heart, you know. I'm a nerd for frozen concoctions. I know that much. Don't they have a nerd daiquiri where they put nerds in it, like the candy?
I think you talked about that before.
Yeah. Daiquiri Express, everything they do is just so full of flavor and so full of life. You're just a sliver of Scotch tape away from being in afternoon heaven this afternoon. Daiquiri Express. Pines Road, right over here by the post office. Mansfield Road drive-through. Uri Drive in front of LSUS. Shreve City in the round building at the base of the Barksdale Bridge on Barksdale. Shreveport side of the Red River. And North Market, where I-49 trucks on through. Rogers and Adam and I will all be back right after this. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810.
I'm about to starve.
I don't know, but I want to eat something. I will eat this paper.
I know what I want. I want those Brussels sprouts from Fat Cat at Red River.
Are they not the best?
Yeah, I mean, just that one dish, the Brussels sprouts, would get me there. But, of course,
there's so much more. Fat Calf Boucherie inside Red River Brewing. If you guys haven't tried their brunch, man, oh man, you're missing it. Sundays, 10:30 to 2.
It's amazing.
The French toast.
It's the best I've ever had. Red River Brewing, Fat Calf Boucherie. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has just a cornucopia of 2019 Chevy Silverados and Silverado 2500 HDs up to 10% off through GM Financial or 0% financing with $1,500 off on all crew cabs. Slide on in to a brand new Silverado at Chevyland. We care about you. They are the kings of ham in Shreveport. We know that. Honey-baked ham. Speaking of the king.
Mama, that's right, man. They're the king of the honey-baked hams in Shreveport, Mama.
Whatever gathering it is, whether it's a family gathering, whether it's a holiday, or whether it's just I want a ham, the king knows.
Honey, please give me a honey-baked ham.
Southfield Shopping Center in Shreveport, honey-baked ham. You know, Nicole, they say I've got an electric personality. Does that help me out at First Choice Personnel?
It would help you. I'm looking for electrical or mechanical, technical people.
I'm not so mechanical, but I do have an electric personality.
Sounds good. You come my way. Let me see what I can do for you.
All right, 797-7810, 797-7810. First Choice Personnel, make First Choice your last call.
You're on 49. It is so easy to just hit that Burt Coons exit and swoop into Swoop.
If you need to top off your tank, Swoop. Locally owned and operated. Of course you want to support a Shreveport business and a Bossier business on Industrial in Bossier City. But at the Swoop in Shreveport, sweetie,
those breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwiches where the biscuits are a mile high.
Ho, 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 ho.
Sausage, egg, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. They've
hot
got
coffee
hot
and
coffee,
the OJ.
Clean restrooms. Brighten your day at Swoop.
There it is.
If you and your family are looking for a new place to go take your teeth, I suggest Cormier Family Dentistry. I'm telling you right now, you'll be smiling when you go in, you'll be smiling when you leave. Of course, that smile is going to look a lot better after they've taken care of you. Doctors Adam and Jana Cormier are absolutely astounding and outstanding dentists, but their staff also just makes it so easy, so nice, and literally so fun. That's right, I said fun. When you go to the dentist, you will have a good time. You'll get great work. Cormier Family Dentistry, 868-4072. The Bayou Bell Waste Boys are in studio with us. Clint McCullough, Russell Hall. It's got to be so fun working with people you care so much about.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a great time every day, and I tell you, it's just so fulfilling to be able to support the local economy and hire people and be able to support families. We absolutely have a blast every day, and we certainly appreciate all your support.
Bayou Bell Waste, 671-9900, BayouBellWaste.com. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810.
If it's LSU sports, it's on 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back, everybody. 1130 The Tiger, Tim Fletcher Show. That's me. He's Rogers. He's Adam. We're all happy that you're with us on this lovely day. It's Wednesday night outside of the weekend. Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. Buddy, I'm telling you right now, if you hadn't had that black chicken Alfredo, you were missing out on a humdinger. It's a humdinger every meal right there.
What?
God, it's good. I love that blackened chicken Alfredo. I think they have it something a little bit more creatively called. They named it something else, but I think they do the EAUX on something.
Makes sense.
Whew, son, it's good.
I might end up there this weekend.
Their Alfredo sauce, I'm not a big Alfredo guy.
Yeah.
But their recipe for their Alfredo sauce is just amazing because it's not, you know how sometimes you have a thing of Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, that by the end of it, the noodles are all just kind of like stuck together. It's almost like wet cement. This is like the noodles still fall apart. Like at the very last forkful, I'm still having to kind of whirl them around. I'm like, this is perfect. It doesn't latch on to you like a, like, I don't know, like a kid or something.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I was trying to think of like an in-law.
Pasta Alfredo.
Pasta Alfredo.
EAUX.
With the blackened chicken. That is my.
And you can sub
shrimp.
Blackened shrimp for
yes,
$5
you
extra.
Oh. Thinking about doing that next time.
Oh. You double that.
Or you can get both.
You double that up. Yep. I think I'm going to be there this weekend. I think yeah. So,
highly recommend it.
I'm going both shrimp and chicken.
And the bread that comes with it, beautiful, Clark.
Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. Airline Drive north of 220. Uri Drive south of East 70th. Keep an eye on the tellies. Probably going to see a ticker that's going to announce all the baseball trays today. Keep an eye on the bottom. Look for Seth Lugo's name.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he wants to be moved. No one ever asked these guys except for like the Noah Syndergaards and Bumgarners. But does anyone go up to Seth and say, hey, do you want to pitch in New York or do you rather go pitch somewhere else?
Looking forward to paying lower rent.
I imagine so. What's Lugo's money situation?
What's
his contract? We know that he's under the Mets umbrella. They've got him under control through 2022, I think.
He is, well, he's eligible for arbitration.
Oh, that'll be nice.
So that would get him through 2022. But right now, he's basically on the one-year deal.
For how much?
$591,875.
He is soon going to be pushing past that mark.
I would think so.
If you don't know, Seth Lugo out of Parkway High School and Centenary, in the month of July, all right? Month of July, Seth Lugo, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk, 16 strikeouts, ERA 0.00. He's the Blutarski of pitchers. His whip,
Mr. Blutarski,
0.32.
0.32.
And he also picked up a 17th hold of the season yesterday with 2/3 innings of spotless relief. He is absolutely, positively in the, if you're buying Seth Lugo stock, he is at a high right now.
Yes. And the way that the moves have gone so far, he will go to another team that's not a contender.
True. That is true. Look for the Royals to trade for Seth Lugo. Give up Whit Merrifield for Seth Lugo.
Just straight up. Why not? Go for it.
So there we go. Keep an eye on where Seth goes today. And if he stays in New York, then that means, and if they move Diaz, their closer, that could possibly pave the way for Seth to be the closer. And he would have, that would be one of those things where he'll go to arbitration, but do you roll the dice after that instead of trying to fight for a new deal? Do you say, let me be a closer for a year, and then I'll tell you what, I'll figure out where I want to go next. And if he sets the world on fire, then get ready for B.J. Ryan money. Think about how long ago it was that B.J. Ryan got $50 million.
Yeah. Guaranteed $50 million.
Where
is he now?
He's UL Lafayette's volunteer pitching coach. He was living here.
Gotcha.
I think.
Just about to speak on that kind of same thing. Did you see who Texas hired for an assistant baseball coach the other day?
Yes. Terlowitsky.
Like out of nowhere.
I saw that he was retiring. I was like, oh, that's he had a nice career.
Yeah.
And the next day, volunteer hitting coach for Texas Longhorn baseball.
Huh? Okay. That seems cool.
Yeah. That doesn't suck for Texas.
Right?
I mean, it sucks because it's Texas, but,
right.
I mean, does it suck for Texas?
Right.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, sure. Not take 318 number.
Yeah.
On the Bayou Bellways Trash Text line. Interviewed by Cupcake last week at Dixie World Series. Your criticisms are very founded. In his special delivery, he told me they didn't have enough makeup for me. That's from Andy in Ruston.
Cupcake told a guy he was interviewing that they don't have enough makeup for him, for Andy, on TV. In other words, saying that Andy is not attractive enough to be on TV. And I think this was the first time Cupcake had met Andy.
I'm assuming. I think you might need to sit him down and have a talk.
I get every now and then, that Fletcher guy's got a face made for radio. Yeah, okay. That Shreveport Bossier roast page.
Yeah.
I get a lot of that. By the way, one of these days we need to read those on the air.
Are you still doing that?
I haven't touched it in a while. I just put my picture out there.
I just can't. I got no time for that.
Some of them are pretty funny.
I'm sure they are.
They got me pretty good.
Feels like a town where no one should be throwing rocks at anyone.
Well, we do throw rocks, and it's our street sweeper that's doing it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's true. Johnny C. says that Cupcake is listening for show prep. Rogers, Johnny C is going to Dallas to see Alice Cooper tonight. He's right. He's in our studio.
We see Alice every day.
He should go out.
You take that with him and get it autographed. How much does that add to the value of a pop? If you get
I guess it just depends on who it is. Some conventions have like the authentication sticker that they'll put on there too for an extra $5 or whatever. So you can that adds to it. Like a card would or anything.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if you can verify that it's real and all that, it definitely adds.
Oh,
value
they're real.
Mm-hmm. I've got Billy D. Williams.
Ooh.
Signed Lando Pop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's that worth?
Oh, I don't know.
Let me look it up.
It's never getting sold.
$1 million.
It's getting sold. That's probably my coolest one, I bet. I've got Ric Flair, too. Those are the two.
I'm new to the selling of the cards on eBay.
Yeah.
I haven't sold. I mean, I'm getting ready to put one in the mail because it was one of those relics that I got from a deal, the map thing. Bids were like $12, $15. Someone came in with a $45 offer. Sold.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take that.
No doubt.
Okay, whatever. It's sitting in a drawer at my house, and you want it for $45?
Exactly.
I'm getting no joy out of this, so here you go.
Haley sends along a photo here. That one, autographed by Alice Cooper, recently went for $36.
Okay.
The straitjacket one, though, somebody took an offer on. They listed it for $179.99. They took best offer, so I don't know what that was, but straitjacket apparently more valuable.
Oh.
I guess. Yeah. So there's some definite. It depends on who you get. I've got a bunch of them now. I think Greg keeps bringing in these people that have stuff to sign. You just bring it from my house. Trish Stratus has a Funko. You can get that one signed. So does Yondu, obviously. So there's a few options.
We were looking for a Yondu. I wanted to get that one for Allie.
Yondu is a little pricier than it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Let me see if I can find that.
I don't know if you guys check our Facebook pages very often, but did you hear the story about Allie, my wife?
I don't know.
So the other night she's really trying to get a lot of painting done.
Sure.
For GeekCon, she's going to have a booth there. And so she had trouble sleeping, so she's downstairs painting. Has this vision. She starts painting, not doing the stuff that she's been doing, which is really cool and very GeekCon-centric. So Allie starts painting this painting, and it's got purple clouds and this lady with a blue face kind of in the clouds, and then like this thing that was like a planet, but it's got like these figures on this orange planet. Well, that's a cool painting, sweetie. Kind of, abstract and kind of, dreamy. Yeah. So she called to Caroline yesterday, and Caroline tells her, "Hey, Mom, I had this dream last night that I woke up from and thought, I've got to paint this." And Allie's like, "Oh, what was your dream?" Kid you not. Allie has her on speakerphone, so I can say hi to her and stuff. She goes, "Well, I dreamt that I was like looking into the sky, and there were these purple clouds and a woman with a blue face. And we were looking up, and we thought it was Jupiter, but it wasn't Jupiter, but it was same color as Jupiter, kind of orangish, but it had like strange writing on it." She was describing Allie's painting. She dreamt basically the painting that Allie painted, and they had not talked about it whatsoever. Now that's a mother-daughter connection. I was like, are you serious, Clark?
Will they be storming Area 51 together?
They're storming Area 51 together. It was really bizarre. I mean, she almost described Allie's painting to a T.
You're listening to Art Bell. Coast to coast AM. Oh, there's a headline.
What's that?
Son learns mother's body sold for blast testing after FBI raids donation facility. The tweet says her body was supposed to be used for neurological research. She was strapped to a device and blown up instead.
Holy moly.
Love you, Mom.
Wow.
Love you to the moon and back.
Good Lord.
Huh.
Yeah, but like it was strapped dynamite to just blow her up. Yeah, sure, I don't care.
I guess they have to do that to find out what happens to things that are bodies.
I think I can probably tell them. It's not going to be good.
Wow.
Maybe they were done with their brain.
Mother haunting you in your dreams like you sold me for blast testing.
That would be the thing I would be worried about.
Yeah.
Grandma got blown up for blast testing. Jeez.
That's terrible.
That's horrible. She was dead, though, right?
Yeah, well,
okay.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
That helps.
Still, that somehow doesn't
make it
okay.
Better. No. I mean, I don't mind if I get, I don't care what they do to me. I don't care if I get cremated. I don't care if I get buried. I don't care if they shoot me into the moon. I don't care what happened. I'm dead. I'm not going to feel it, you know? But I think I probably would mind if there's a way to kind of come back and say something to somebody after it's all over with. You blew me up? Really?
Sorry I blew up your mom.
That seems kind of violent. Like you really wanted to, you know, everything else kind of has a little bit of love and remembrance and honor. You got the urn, you got the headstone. He's a part of the earth now. He's in the motion. He's feeding the fishes, you know, whatever. Blown up? What is it? You're making like Predator 3 with me or something?
Oh, did you see the photoshopped Top Gun poster Weekend at Goose's?
Yes.
Oh God. No.
There was a pain in my right behind my eyes from how hard I laughed when I saw that. Laugh until I gave myself a headache.
Oh boy.
He's back in the movie.
Oh boy.
And it was Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise like holding him up.
Holding him up.
That's horrible.
Just terrible. I couldn't stop laughing.
Why didn't they make the cockpit fly off faster? Goose would still be with us.
Oh, Tom Cruise had to have that motivating thing that all the movies from that era had to have.
But he gets hit. His head hits the cockpit.
It's not good. Yeah.
Could have been avoided.
Oh, sure. Easily.
Dang it.
We have the Kenny Loggins song from the volleyball scene, Roger. Playing with the boy.
9:43 the time.
We got that. We know that one's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Bayou Bell Waste Trash text line there, Adam. 489-7453. Bayou Bell, the nice guys who love talking trash. 671-9900 is their number.
Hyrule sent this in a while ago. I think it might be a job choice, possibly.
Okay. For the
Danger Boys. Hauling hay in the river bottoms.
I like it.
That
they need to cut the hay that is our yard today is what they need to do.
We were talking about the USA Today projections.
Yes.
Greg from down the hall. Who is this clown?
He's a moron.
And then he goes, first, it's the best. He goes, best insult ever. First, it indicates this guy is a clown. Second, he's such a bad clown, he's totally unknown.
Right. Like at least with Whitlock or Clay Travis, who is this clown? Well, you know, he's got a national radio show. Yeah. Oh, he's still a clown.
I like that everybody's calling that's the new social media thing, is to call someone a clown. So whenever somebody says something that they don't agree with or is stupid, it's Mr. Rogers strapping on the clown mask on his show. Yes, very good. 318, BJ Ryan lives up in Benton on Black Bayou, cuts his own grass.
There you go. That's how you keep that $50 million.
Absolutely. Hopalong said he's been the volunteer pitching coach at Benton the last 2 years.
Now he's a volunteer pitching coach at UL.
And 337, that's what they do with the bodies that are about to expire. Also study how bears, etc., eat them.
Ugh. Wow.
I'll just take the regular old burial or cremation. Yeah, I won't feel it, but there's just something about knowing that that's a possibility.
That's an option.
I don't want you know who standing at a podium leading a service as they throw me into a bear pit. You're a good and faithful servant.
Good and faithful.
as the bear.
I'm like, the person that makes that decision is like, I'm going to help cure cancer.
No,
they're going to be able to use my body and heal fix some disease that they couldn't find the cure for. And then, fast forward 4 years and you're bear food. Or you're getting blown up by, we're bored, just blow some bodies up. Okay, sure.
We want to study what the effects of a bear eating a human is. Well, they rip you limb from limb and eat every beat of it. Yes. Revenant. First choice personnel. If your job is to blow me up whenever I'm dead, that's a bad job. Call first choice personnel. 797-7810. Get a better job than that. Tell Nicole that you are above what you are doing. Call Nicole, 797-7810. Our sweet Nicole will take care of you at First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, locally and family-owned and operated. Their job is to get you the job you want, the job you need, the job you deserve. 797-7810. We'll be back right after this. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810. Every single Friday on our show, we have Forkum Friday spotlighting a Northwestern State University Demon athlete or coach.
Ooh, yay! I love that segment. I especially like it when y'all talk baseball because my nephew is a Demon.
That's true.
And don't forget, family tradition, my mother is a Demon.
Ooh, I think I'll just kind of let that one sit there. Forkum Friday.
What is that
Every
supposed to be?
single Friday on the Tim Fletcher Show.
Very funny.
Well, guys, it's not often that we get to witness history, but joining us on the phone, Brewer Quality Homes, Donnie Brewer, 3830 East Texas. It's almost like passing the torch.
It's exactly like passing the torch. So from now until he gets fired, Nate Dizzle is going to be the general manager, and he's going to run Brewer Quality Homes.
Nate Dizzle, that's a lot of responsibility, buddy. Are you ready for all that comes with this position?
Man, I was born ready.
He was born ready. Brewer Quality Homes, where Nate Dizzle is now running the show. 3830 East Texas in Bossier City.
Don't put your life on the line when you dig. Do what the pros do. Respect the marks. Dig with care. And before you dig, call 811. Louisiana One Call.
There may not be a better proponent of Chill and Hill than the guy sitting next to me, Adam Hester.
Yes.
You love Chill and Hill and what it can do.
The cryotherapy, the Normatec, I need that. Gotta have it.
The Normatec, it's literally like going to a masseuse, but much shorter time and just cooler stuff because it's like wearing ski pants.
Yeah, like putting on masseuse pants.
Where can I find those masseuse pants? Only one place.
Chill and Hill.
798-4325. Make your appointment. Chill and Hill, 798-4325.
You know, one of the best places to have a birthday party for your little one or for the big ones, Jimmy V's Fajita Factory. It's so festive there, and everybody's in such a great mood. The food is delicious. They've got several different places there in the restaurant that you could have your own little gathering and just hoop it up. Plenty of cold margaritas, cold beer, chips, dips, and of course, delicious fajitas. Jimmy V's Fajita Factory.
Old Mill Inn Road in Bossier City, just off I-20. If I'm looking for something to absolutely cool down on a hot summer day, there is really no other choice other than Daiquiri Express. 5 locations serving you. Make summer just slip by into the Styrofoam cup at Daiquiri Express. Oh, so good. Sports World 8809 Joella, just off 3132. They've been around, Adam, since 1973.
Long time.
Were you around in 1973?
I was not, but they have taken care of my athletic needs for a long time now.
Remember, we know that travel ball's coming up for the summer and stuff, but it will be football season soon.
Football season, rec soccer, travel soccer,
indoor soccer.
Never ends.
It never ends, just like their warehouse never ends. I think there are still 4 employees from the 80s that are still wandering around in there.
Just lost.
They've got your equipment. They've got your uniforms. They're Sports World. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810.
1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for sports.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. 9:50 the time. If you had your swoop biscuit today, come on now. It's about time to swoop it up.
Swoop and scoop, scoop and swoop, baby! Swoop, swoop, swoop! You'll be glad you did. Oh, my gosh, it's so good. Their biscuits are so good. And my stars soon is going to be even better than you could possibly imagine. They're going to have, they've already got the pizzas, okay? So we've already got that going on. But it's going to be even crazier with incredible deals coming in with Buster's on the way soon. That's right. They're going to have po' boy sandwiches coming very, very soon. Opening August 16th. Just 2 weeks from now, in a couple of days, Buster's Daily Bread. Po' boy salads, wraps. So now Swoop has already got you all hot and lathered up for some breakfast biscuits every day. Well, soon, you can swoop on in for lunch as well. Swoop it up. Swoop Store. Burst Coons?
Depends on how old your mom is.
Wow. Wow. Burt Coons off I-49 across from Home Depot. Not everything's an exploding grandmother joke, Adam. Wow. My gosh.
It is today.
It is today. It's all exploding. There you go. Let me write that down. I'm trying to keep up with the number of fantasy football team names I'm going to have. The burst. The exploding grannies.
Exploding grannies. They're opening up for Opossum.
Yeah, right.
So as well.
Go to the same
Diablo.
Go to the same church.
There is a website attached to the Opossum Where Art Thou Facebook page, and when we told Reuben about it, he went, "Well, that's not me. I'm Episcopalian."
Matter of fact, I think I need to go to church now.
Oh, Reuben, the funny dude. He's a good dude. All right, so there's a Nicole Auerbach story.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get into it now because it's too long and I haven't read it yet. But it's interesting. She said she's from The Athletic. I spent a weekend in Tuscaloosa asking the question everyone in college athletics is asking right now: what could be done about declining attendance in college football? My deep dive into the issue. And as Gary Parrish of CBS says, I know this isn't the biggest issue, but it's the reason I stay home most Saturdays during football season. Simply put, I'd rather sit on my couch and watch multiple compelling games all day than sit in a stadium for 4 hours when it's often really hot or really cold.
Isn't it kind of as simple as that for the most part?
I think it is. What's the thing that keeps you from going to a game, Rogers?
That's it.
Same here. I don't, 4-hour drive, 5-hour drive, 5 hours back.
Yeah. Hotel.
All day tailgating.
Yeah.
LSU is one thing. If you want to go to Fayetteville, how long of a drive is that?
About 5.5,
yeah,
6.
See, Austin's about the same. And it's not easy to get to Austin.
No. And then there's the part. You're not going to be able to park right there by your back door like you are at the house, right, like you are at Walk-Ons, or at Jimmy V's, or any of these places, Rotolo's. You can't just,
right.
I'm just going to drop you off at the front door, and then I'll go park 100 feet away. Can't do that either. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I think I'm going to get another beer. I think I'm going to go
park at the front yard of some frat.
Yes.
No, we'll watch it.
Or park on War Memorial.
The golf course. Yeah.
Park golf course and have your antenna snapped off.
Have your car kicked.
I told you shouldn't have parked at the golf course.
That's where they told everyone to park. Dump of a stadium.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Beltway's trash text line.
It's also really hot in Baton Rouge.
It's very
for
hot.
Those first couple of games, especially. I don't know. I've never been. Well, I say that hottest I've ever been in my life was when Jacob went to camp at College Station one year for the Nike camp. But second hottest, Oregon State LSU.
That was hot
because it had that downpour, and then as soon as the rain stopped. Downpour.
I couldn't see. I was in the end zone shooting. Dietrich was at the goal line.
Yeah.
And we couldn't see each other. I was like, dude, I couldn't see you when it was pouring down.
Yeah.
I couldn't see 20 yards ahead of me.
And then when the rain stopped, it was like a kiln in there.
Yes, it was.
Holy crap.
It was brutal. Sea was rough that day.
Yes. Johnny C., if your survivors don't like you, have your ashes put into a urinal cake. New business. Have a loved one made into a urinal cake.
How about
if I was made of cheese, would you eat me? What if I turned myself into like milk? Can they make milk out of you? And if so, can they make me cheese? And then Allie serve me up to everybody and everyone takes a bite out of me? If you had me at my own funeral, would you eat me? Things to ponder.
Isn't this that movie Midsummer that just came out?
Midsummer. 9:56. That leaves us out of time, Roger.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mudbugs Hockey, Brewer Quality Home, Chevyland, Bayou Bell Waste, GBT, Landers Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, Northwestern State University, Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar, Shapen Toyota. Thanks to Blake Shapen for coming on with us, by the way. Kansas Pops, Swoop Store, First Choice Personnel, Daiquiri Express, Accutemp Cooling and Heating, Rapolos, we love the insulation, Sports World, Red River Brewing, Bailey's Jewelers, Chill and Hill, Cormier Family Dentistry, Timmy V, $7.99 fajitas at lunch today. Porter's Cleaners, in by 9, out by 5. Louisiana One Call. Know what's below before you dig. Call 811. Honey Baked Ham. Thank you all for supporting our show. Officer Payne, rest in peace. TLV, badge 1284. Thomas Valley, rest in peace. See you tomorrow, kids.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors, and we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun.
See terms and conditions at simplemobile.com.
Pros do it right to have the quantities you need on hand for the job by buying